My name is Gage Bailey. I'm from LaGrange, Georgia, and thank you to my Georgia guys over there. So, a lot of people don't know that I have Asperger's, and to even just the thought of being on a stage and being able to talk about these experiences in front of you guys, I never thought that would be possible for me. My town is a very small one, and I honestly felt very isolated when it came to talking about climate change and other important issues that affect our world. So, to be able to have this honorary privilege to come to Washington and to meet with these lawmakers and their staff and to actually be a part of the difference that we hear about all the time on the media, what we see on the news, it's a life-changing experience. And to know that I had this dream of being the one to come here, to be face-to-face with lawmakers and to be the one with all of these wonderful people to make that difference. I've never felt more alive than I am here in this moment. There's one final message I'd like to impart that I think everyone should know. There are no political parties. There are no countries. We are one species, and we have forgotten that. We are one species, and we need to reinstill in ourselves a primordial gratitude for being able to breathe, have clean air, clean water, and clean food. It's important to our lives, and we need to get in touch of our primordial roots to go back in order to see the path forward. It sounds contradictory, but sometimes looking back to how our ancestors viewed the world is the way forward. So thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Victoria Olson from Waldo, Maine, and I had a blast today. The first thing that happened on the way to the photo was I ran into our member right there and said, "Hey, it's our member. Hey dude, we're your constituents. We're gonna have a meeting with you today. We're so excited. I hope you can make it." "Oh, no, well, we'll see, you know, a little bit." And surprise, surprise, we weren't scheduled to have a meeting with our member, but his legislative director instead, who was a super sharp dude. But then our member showed up.
Oh, no, I'm good. Yeah,
and he listened, and honestly, I had a little bit of a jaundiced view of our member. I didn't have the most favorable view. I was a little bit, you know, not so much. But when we sat in the room and we spoke and we listened and the process just came off without a hitch, it was just so cool. It was textbook. All of the good things that we were trained about in the last few days happened. And I'm thrilled. I'm just thrilled. I had 1,000 more adventures than that, and just so much fun. It was so cool. It felt so effective. And I love the power of our voice. And this person who's at the Levers of Power, listening and agreeing.
Like 2 weeks ago, at a climate conference, when somebody said, "You seem to care about the climate. You should come lobby with us." And I went, "Okay." I spoke to this member of Congress just as an individual before I had any training here, and I was pretty angry and pretty self-righteous about the fact that our climate needs to be changed and this person needed to understand. Well, since our training here, I have to say, God, just yesterday at the end I felt like I'm with a bunch of sane humans who are driven by their hearts and are really intelligent. I was just delighted. But anyway, so this time I'm talking to the same member of Congress and being much more polite and listening, and I think we were able to make really good progress and have good discussions, and I'm just so proud of this whole thing. So,
Hi
there. My name is Andrea. I'm from Lena, Wisconsin, and today was crazy, and I had a lot of good fun. I found CCL right kind of mid-pandemic. I was feeling very hopeless and kind of over the world and angry. And I looked online for some volunteer opportunities because I've always loved the environment and just being really involved, and it's been my passion since I was a kid. And I found this group called CCL, and they were having a summer little picnic get-together. And so I decided to stuff my social anxiety down and walk to the park and meet with a bunch of strangers. Sounds safe, right? But one of my things that I've found about my club and then meeting everyone here is everyone in CCL is so nice and so willing to work together. And today was my first day ever lobbying, ever being in the Capitol, ever being in DC. And just, you know, I usually looked at the government and I'm hopeless, it's so divided, nobody wants to work together. And I noticed today that everyone had fruitful conversations, were willing to talk and listen and be zeroed and grounded in reality, which, you know, lately hasn't been the thing. And I felt a lot of hope. And I feel like I'm rejuvenated and I'm ready to go out there and finally, you know, find a career that really forwards my passion. And I have everyone here to thank. And if anyone's hiring, let me know.
Hi, I'm Ane from the Silicon Valley East chapter. And I just wanted to say that the conference and the lobbying experience was so phenomenal. I just got to learn so much from so many dedicated climate advocates, and I'm proud to say that this is one of the most impactful experiences that I've ever had. I just wanted to thank CCL for giving me such a wonderful opportunity, and my lobbying teams and my friends for making this such a fun experience. So thank you.
When I told my brother I was going to be doing this, when I was going to become lobbying with you all, he asked me a question that I struggled to answer. And the question was, in a Congress that is as partisan as this, you know, the CCL value of optimism is such an important one. Because without it, we're not gonna be able to take the action that we need to actually go and fix this thing. And after this weekend, I have a much stronger sense that because of, after seeing such intelligent people, seeing such hard-working and motivated people that, you know, if anybody's going to make a difference, it's the CCL, and I'm just really happy to have been a part of this conference and this lobbying with everybody, and can't wait to do it again next year.
Hi, I'm Jeremy from Kirkland, Washington. Thank you to Mark who chaperoned for me because I'm 17 and I could come. Thank you. And like my drama teacher told me, I learned a lot from this, and I'm really, really grateful to be here, and that's why I became an appreciator for my meetings. I'm just so grateful, and I'm just trying not to tear up right now because I'm remembering what Madeline said at the beginning, right here, about humanity and about us being the best of American democracy. And yeah, this is us. It's our love. And I found this humanity again, and I'm just so grateful. So let's all keep that love.
Hi, my name is Shilbro Chavarma. I'm from Fresno, California, and I'm 16 years old. You can look me up in like 15, 20 years, because I'm sure I'll be a congressman by then. I only joined CCL about 6 months ago, and since I'm only 16, you can imagine what my parents thought when I told them that I'd be flying across the country without them to go lobby with a bunch of strangers. So I had to bring my brother along, but no trip's perfect, so. The thing that really occurred to me was the reason why I was doing this never really occurred to me until today. because I wasn't really sure what exactly I was doing, and I didn't really feel a purpose on why I was doing it, but now I do. Because I realized that it's not just about the fact that I got to shake a congressman's hand, or the fact that going into McClintock's meeting felt like pulling out teeth. I realized that it's the fact that although I'm only 16 years old, I'm going to be on this planet for a lot longer. And although it's hard for my teenage mind to kind of wrap my head around how long I still have before I leave Earth, I realized that I want to keep my home as clean as possible, as livable as possible, and I want to enjoy every minute of it. So I just think that CCL's cause is amazing, especially for a youth like me, who's going to be living on this planet for my entire life, which hopefully I still have a while, we'll see. But I just want to thank you all so much for this opportunity, and I really want to do this for the rest of my life.
Hello, my name is Michaela Hamrick. I'm from Shepherdstown, West Virginia. And, oh, thank you. Usually when I make that introduction that I'm a West Virginian, I'm met with some hesitation or feeling that pressure to undo those stereotypes. But I felt so welcomed here. I felt so encouraged. And people interested in my state and what we have to offer. And it's an incredible feeling. When I joined CCL, I wanted to join the Eastern Panhandle chapter, and there was no Eastern Panhandle chapter. They said, would you like to lead? I said, sure. Would you like to come to the conference? I said, sure. Would you like to be our senator and congressman's liaison going forward? I said, sure. That I would be leading the meeting with my senator. There was no pressure at all, of course. But speaking with them, I think as a West Virginian, even talking about Washington, D.C., talking about our congressman, it's met with so much pushback because it feels like no one's doing anything. And I'm sure you from your states can feel that way too, but meeting with the staff that we were able to meet with today, people are doing the work. We are doing the work and making it happen and having people reach out to me, just posting about this, saying, what are you doing? How can I get involved? I'm happy to go back and start my chapter and continue with this process. So thank you. They say the best way to handle your fears is to face them. So here I am, public speaking. Most of you all know me as Pratch. If you were one of the 50 CCL accounts that I followed on Instagram last night, that's me, Pratch on Earth. I spammed a bunch of people. I would like to express gratitude for technology because I think that it's pretty amazing that we live in a day and age where we can have access to someone on the other side of the world or the country at the tip of our fingertips. And I think it's really cool, especially I want to shout out Emily O'Keefe with the Carbon Fusion movement. To share how much support there is for the most effective climate policy. If you are a student, we meet multiple times a week, so you should definitely join us. We love having you people there. I think that it's really awesome that CCL has a core value of moving with love, because in a world where there is so much fear, I believe that we should always come back to love. Love for ourselves, love for others, and love for our planet. And sometimes it's really hard. Most people are just doing the best they can with the information that they have. And so when we move with an open mind and an open heart, it's really awesome to see how the conversations move along. I've been reaching out to my political counterparts in my local county, and we are, we're pushing all our differences aside and deciding that, we are the youth and we are going to take action on this and make sure that our voices are heard. I think I'd like to end off with, if you guys are here today, I'm really thankful you are, because we're doing, this is like historical. This is actually historical, and I want y'all to remember that you are the leaders of the new world, and there are really important conversations that we're having with our legislators, with other people, but I believe that the most important conversations you have are the ones that you have with yourself. So remember to speak to yourself kindly, you are doing more than enough. There is nowhere else you need to be. You are always at the right place at the right time. And yeah, thank you so much for listening.
Hi, I'm Lily, and I'm 12 years old. One of the important things that I wanted to share while on here is while I was getting prepared to do my first meeting, I was saying some really negative stuff to myself out of anxiety. And my grandma said, don't say stuff like that, say positive things. They are going to make you feel better about the situation, which would probably be an option that I would already know, but I needed the guidance. And I think it was really helpful for her to do that for me. I think, even though I don't know most of you, I think all of you would do that for me, and I think that's one of the great things about CCL. Whenever I have met any one of you, you have opened me with many, many great, just like kind words, and it has just been an amazing experience, and I can't wait to come back next year. And I think what I'm going to end off on is we aren't just saving the climate, we're saving each other with kindness.
Hello, I'm Amika Striba. I'm from Kalamazoo, Michigan. I'm 17 years old and I am a rising senior at Kalamazoo Central High School. I just want to thank the CCL for being an organization that puts youth like me and gives them a platform to fight for our future. And so today I was a note taker in all of my meetings, which was really weird for me. Because I like being like the leader, I like being the commander, I like being that one in charge, you know, like I'm the class president, and like in Model UN, like I'm an arguer, like I want to argue. But yeah, you guys get it, right? Like CCL really taught me that the climate is not about being like a one person job. It's not about fighting to be right or wrong. It's about working together, and I love that point of view, and it really like just taught me that we're never going to get anywhere if we don't work together. It doesn't matter what side of the political spectrum you're on. We all live on Earth, and we all want to keep it alive. So, thank you so much.
My name is Samuel Quick. I'm from the great state of Asheville, North Carolina. Being here for the first time to lobby, I was able to represent the state, but I was glad that I was able to go and talk to the advisors that was willing to listen to each and every one of us that was in my group. The main thing I was glad I was able to express my passion. I'm a care health provider, and health concerns, environmental concerns is a very big issue. And they was able to listen to me while people in the state of North Carolina, Asheville, in the black community is having air problems because of climate change, air quality, wildfires that's going on, and smoke coming everywhere. I was able to express my opinion and my viewpoints, and the staffers and the senator that was the last one we talked to was able to listen and appreciate what we're saying. So I'm very confident that we can get something done bipartisan. And that would make me feel good, and I want to come back next year. This is my first experience, and I thought I was going to be nervous, but hey, I was right there in the fight. Before I leave, I got to say, I want 3 things for y'all to remember. Let's live, let's love, and let's lobby.
I'm Ashley Wolford, and I'm from Wilmington, North Carolina. I was born in 2006, so I really grew up with climate change. It's been something I've known about my whole life, and something that, because of that, I've feared my whole life. For a long time, I didn't think there was anything that we could do about it. I didn't think that anyone could stop it. I thought that truly the world was doomed. But recently, that's changed, and that's changed because of people like you, people right here, because I've come here and I joined CCL approximately 3 months ago when I learned about it from visiting a Youth Climate Summit. And that, and then being here, has given me so much more hope for the future of our planet, because I'm seeing so many people coming together to push real solutions, real achievable solutions for this problem. Ones that can be completed in a time frame that might just save the ecosystems I love. So really I'm just up here to say thank you to all of you for being here, for caring, and for saving the planet that people like me will inherit.
Hi, I'm Serena. I'm from Chicago, but I'm currently a college student at Michigan State. I feel like I've met all the Spartans in here, so go green.
Go white!
Yeah, that's what you say. So not only was this my first conference ever, it's also my first CCL event. I just kind of jumped into it. I was looking for something to do this summer. So yeah, and honestly, this exceeded my expectations. I got on a call with Alex, who's sitting right there, and he was like, yeah, so we're actually going to DC to talk to Congress people, and I was like, that's insane, like I don't know. So I was like, sure, I'll go, and then like I told people that, and they're like, wow, you really jumped into it. I'm like, yeah, I did, and I'm loving it. So yeah, thanks to the Southwest flight that got canceled over winter break, I was able to get here, and my cousin's apartment in Burke, which is about 45 minutes away. But anyway, yeah, I've learned like so much during the breakout sessions. I can tend to get like very technical with like the carbon dividend and like everything like that. And like as a formal environmental engineering student, I changed my major, but I'm very interested in just like technology and now that I'm public policy, like policies and stuff like that, so I can jump into that. Then I went to a breakout session that really changed my perspective on that. It was about like active listening in the environmental justice community, and it reminds me like before you get all technical, you have to remember that we're all people in this room and we're all people like in this world in general, and so you can't just get technical like that and forget that like we need to empathize with the communities that are most affected. We need to ask those questions like where is this going? What is this legislation harming? Which groups is it harming? So that taught me a lot about that. And then meeting my representative was super cool. I got to do that today. So I really did get to jump right into it. And yeah, it was really cool being back in DC. I love DC. I was here on like my 8th grade field trip way back when. And then last year to visit my cousins, so this has got to be my favorite trip out of all those. And yeah, I came here knowing no one at all. So, you know, and now I can say that I've met so many people from all different ages, and I love you guys. We were tearing up the dance floor last night. And yeah, so just today especially gave me a lot of hope because I know there's a lot of climate pessimists and climate realists, which I feel like some of them are just pessimists as well. And it taught me like, I'm already an optimistic person, but CCL is just such a great reminder that like, we are all optimistic. That's why we're here, because we think there is a future that's possible. And so yeah, I'm really inspired by that, and I'm so excited to continue volunteering with CCL.
Hello, CCL. Okay, great to know that this thing is short person friendly. Awesome. My name is Reba. I'm from San Rafael, California. And I just really have to say thank you so much. I am not a big fan of public speaking. And I have to credit my mission coordinators a lot, because like last night I was texting my coordinator Molly and Debbie, shout out to them, because I was so nervous and I was asking them a bunch of questions like, what's it gonna be like? Is it gonna be super formal? Do I have like what's timekeeping like? What's like note taking like? But they were so friendly, so great about it. My coordinator Paul as well during the meetings has been so encouraging. And I don't think that I could have come here without them. I probably would have just like flown right back, not gonna lie. But I'm just so glad that I ended up staying because this has been such a transformative experience, which I'm sure a lot of you guys share as well. And I just want to thank you guys for contributing, for keeping the work alive. And I very much hope to keep that work going as well. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Rahul from Clayton, Missouri. And, before I came to the conference, I was expecting it to feel, meaningful and like, yes, I'm making an impact. And of course, it's more than lived up to all that. What I didn't expect was, from this experience, was how much fun the whole thing was going to be. I didn't expect that lobby meetings was just going to be so much fun. And so for that's amazing. And I think, like echoing what a lot of other people have said, I'm someone who is, in processing kind of what I'm feeling from today, I'm someone who has lived with climate anxiety for a long time, as I'm sure probably everyone in this room has felt. And, of course, what you say is, the way to work through anxiety is to do something about it, right? And, it's a lot of ways, when you think about it and you focus on, what your personal footprint and all these things, but sometimes you get, that's where you can feel hopeless, right? Because you feel so isolated and so alone, and you see this big, huge problem and you feel like you're not making a difference. And so I came across CCL back in October, and I think what instantly resonated with me was one, that it was about collective action and, in a systemic way that matters, but especially, the power of optimism, and of course, the goal matters, right? We all know that we need to reduce our greenhouse gas emissions to have a livable planet, and we all want this, and we know it needs to happen. But it's not just about the goal, right? What's amazing about CCL is that the focus on the people and the process, because the people and the process and how and why you choose to do things matter just as much. So, of course, what we communicate is, the policies we support, but how we communicate it, choosing to be present, choosing to, listen, to be present, to listen, to lead with compassion, to kind of speak authentically. That's how you make connections, and that's how transformations happen, right? So for that, thank you, and I look forward to seeing you all next year.
But I've been in CCL for about a year now. Into that time, I became a leader, I became a liaison, and I became part of a community. And I couldn't be more grateful for that, because it is pretty isolating, sitting in your room signing petitions over and over and over again. And it can also get isolating in an organization, because when you're not together all the time, when you're spread across the country, it can feel like you're the only one working towards this goal. And coming here to DC and seeing, I think 1,000, I heard, 1,000 people here, all for the same goal, the same policies, the same strategy, the same ambition all together, that really brought that confidence back into me. It really alleviated my fears. I'm not scared that I'm acting alone anymore. I don't feel burdened by this anymore. Just seeing all these people, like, I believe we're a unit. That's where our power comes from, just the mass of us. Thank you all for showing up. And thank myself for showing up, because it was hard to get here. That's what's really incredible about CCL volunteers. We show up, and we show up ready. So thank you to all of you. I think we all did incredible today.
Hi, my name is Dennis, and I am a recovering climate doomer. Back all the way in high school, I was the one kid in AP US History class who would bring in graphs to argue with my goddamn AP US History teacher who was a climate denier. And, my generation, I think, feels this very keenly. It feels apocalyptic every day sometimes. And We've got kids chaining themselves to equipment. Fast forward to, later, I joined the CCL. I'm tabling, I'm doing in-districtings, and, it's something, but is it really going to help? And we had a really nice congressman, I liked him. But then they redistricted, he lost his seat, and the new guy I do not like. And I'm like, well, we have progress, it's gone now. God damn. But, here's what, they redistricted. I'm the only constituent left. I need to go there to DC to be the constituent because nobody else in the chapter is still a constituent. And I'm like, okay, I'll take the plunge. So, fast forward, you've got 2 days of conference events. I learned a lot, and I'm sitting in Rayburn, and it's 2:23. I get a call. Where are you? I realize I had my meeting at 2:30, and it's in the other building. I'm in Rayburn, I have to get to Cannon. I run down to the, can't wait for the elevator, down I go, through the tunnel, I go up, I can't wait for the elevator, so I take the stairs. I'm out of breath, I'm sweaty, I'm a mess. I'm like, I don't like this congressman, he's gonna see me, I'm so sweaty. He's gonna, oh God. So, and I burst into the hallway, and there's my lobby team waiting outside. It's like 3:29. I've made it. The punchline is that the meeting was back in Rayburn. We walked all the way back. And, after what turned out to be actually quite a productive, I hope, meeting with the congressman I was afraid I was not going to like very much, I'm thinking, maybe for once, we're going to get something done. It's not Peter's made me cry, by the way.
Hi everyone, I'm Johanna, and I love the CCL community. I'm not going to take any more of your time, but I'm actually here to bring Gigi back onto the stage. If you don't mind, I am so inspired by the young people who are fighting for our climate, and at 17 years of age, going and doing amazing things. So I just want to wish you a happy birthday in 2 days' time. And this is why we are doing what we do.
So I think we had probably one of the most chaotic meetings. It started in our freshman congressman's office, and it ended at the Capitol balcony. And he was very engaging, he was very energetic. He told us stories, why he chose this office, where he parks his motorcycle. He insisted that the youngest person in our group sit at his chair in his office. And it was totally amazing because I wasn't sure what would happen when we got there, and I feared getting kicked out, but we actually had an engaging conversation. We got our primary ask in, we had beer, we had sausage and crackers, we were offered espresso and water, and we were like, what's going on here? And then after he showed us where he parked his motorcycle, we went on a trip to the Capitol to see his favorite place in the Capitol, and we walked up at the Capitol balcony taking pictures with him with a beautiful picture of the Washington Monument in the background. So I have hope, because this is a very conservative Republican. We had a great conversation and a weird experience.
Hi guys. Hey, my name is Luis Garcia and I'm from Salt Lake City, Utah. Sorry, It's so fun here. I just wanted to thank CCL for having me come out here, flying me and my friends out. It was really, really awesome. We had just joined, well, I've been a member for about a year, and just having them join me on my mission. They joined CCL 3 months ago. We did the climate advocacy training, and here we are, and it's been such a good opportunity. Coming to the conference, I also saw, what shocked me was an age gap. We have a younger generation and an older generation. And I just want to thank all of the older generation who are still fighting for climate change, or sorry, fighting against climate change. Yeah, so I'm the last one, so thank you guys so much.
For this year's Live, Laugh, and Lobby experience, then, drum roll, having our friend Gabe come up here and tell us a little bit about a music video that was just produced today.
Wow, y'all, I'm from Florida. This is my first time up here, so I'm glad to be up here. Thank you. I was a little bit unsure how I would fit in up here. I don't know what my role is. You know, I'm a musician, I'm a songwriter, music artist, and I was sitting here listening to the youth panel, and they were talking about how to reach youth and social media. I've been to Peterson's storytelling meeting in the morning, and so I was really primed. And I thought, let's make a song. And I text Salimi, and then I text her back, you know, maybe 5 minutes later. I was like, maybe we could invite some people to make a song later. And she's like, and then like 30 seconds later, I just invited the whole region. So it was supposed to be 7:30 in the game room, and I walked across the lobby and I saw Andrew playing the lobby piano, and I thought the song starts here. So I pulled the laptop out and said, hey, can you play that again, and recorded into my Apple earbuds. We didn't have any gear, we didn't have any preparation. He played it into the Apple earbuds. 7:30 rolls around, we get a trombone coming through, we get a ukulele coming through, we get guitars, we had 12 people contributing lyrics. I mean, we had the works, we had all this creative momentum going into it, and I had a blast. I thought, this is how I can fit in. I can help facilitate and distill the reflections that people are having and the camaraderie that people are experiencing into a song and music video that people can take with them from here. And so that's what happened, and y'all did it. Y'all put everything together, you put all these pieces together. We had everybody singing today at the Capitol. How amazing was that? Next year we're gonna work on y'all's timing when you, I'm just playing. The CCL Improv Choir on the steps of the Capitol. So anyway, I just want to say thank you to all the people who gave their creativity to this project. And so y'all made this like a really fun first year for me, and so we're gonna have to figure out how to top it next year with that. But anyway, without further ado, here's Live, Laugh, Lobby, the song that we all created together for our conference this year. So give it up for yourself.
Yeah, we're using our minds, saving the world by protecting the climate. Rising pollution is the way that we align. Market-based solution, get it gone in no time. Cause heat waves, wildfires outside, our time is up. Hurricanes, no change today, we won't hide from it. Cause we're gonna live, laugh, lobby. Live, laugh, lobby. CCL at the Omni, 1,000 people around me. This is a peaceful army, kinda feels like a family. Showing up for the climate, standing up for the earth, trying to preserve the future that everybody deserves. Making our voices heard, we don't sit on the side in silence now. Why does it seem like power's always trying to divide us, man? That's why I'm smiling when I reach across the island. Kindness to unite behind the science, cause heat waves, wildfires outside, our time is up. Hurricanes, no change today, we won't hide from it. Cause we're gonna live, laugh, lobby. Come on, yeah. Live, laugh, lobby. So right now, my primary ask, the Carbon Fee and Dividend Act, which means we gradually price these unpriced externalities and make this a fair fight for renewable energy. But besides that, my second ask is to help us with permitting reform. Cause if we can act fast and rise to the task, then that's how we change the world. Come on, because heat waves, wildfires outside, our time is up. Hurricanes, no change today.
guys said? Live Laugh Lobby. One more time, one more time.